excuse the absolute like mess that I'm in, but I just got out of the shower and I'm at Ella's dance competition, so I wanted to get this video out to you though. Just chatting with you a little bit about leadership and how we're leading and what to do when you become a leader and you have a bigger team. Some people have a hard time deciding who to work with, what to do, how to get the team to grow, and all that stuff. And so some of the tips that I have that I've taken away is that you have to work with the people who are working. So it doesn't matter what level that is. Like sometimes I'm working with a 4 or a 6 or a 9, just depending on if they're in activity. So you want to spend your time with people who are in activity constantly, because that is, number one, how your team's going to grow. And number two, it's also great for you as a leader to work with someone who's working. They're excited. It keeps you energized. It keeps your belief up. So that is where your focus should be always, the person who's working. Because a lot of times we get people on our team that we adore. We have some just the sweetest people on our team always. Like everyone is super sweet, and a lot of times it's your friends or your family or someone that you really, really care about and you really, really, really want it for them. And so they might get to a place where they're plateauing or they're in a spot where they're not growing, and so they're going to slow down. And our natural instinct is to spend time with them, trying to encourage them, get them to keep moving, because we want them to have the type of benefits that you can get from our business on the financial side too, because we feel like, okay, this person is so sweet, they're so deserving, I really want it for them. I want them to have the financial benefits that Plexus can provide. I know that it will just enhance their life. It will make their life better. It will allow them to help more people. And so we try to push those people to move faster or to rank advance or whatever it is, because we want to take them with us on our journey. But the problem with that is that you can't do this business for somebody else. You really can't. You can't push someone past where they are at mentally at that point in their life. So sometimes we don't know what that hang up is. It could be that, they never made more than 25 or 30,000 in their life. Maybe they don't feel like they deserve more than that. Maybe they feel like if they made more, they wouldn't be able to handle the responsibility, or the responsibility that comes with other people's success. So the success of the people underneath of them, they feel responsible for that. And that weighs on them. So they're careful not to sign too many people because they don't want to be responsible for other people and then have it not work. And so really, that's why we talk about growth and development a lot on our team. And we really try to stress that people keep growing, because that does happen. But when you're a leader and you have someone under you that you really want it for, and they're not working right now, it's not going to help you to keep trying to push them, because they're not ready. They're simply not ready. And when they turn the corner and are ready, you are going to be there to support them. So along the way, you're going to work with the people who are working, and you're going to support the people who maybe aren't, and just encourage them, talk to them, still be their friends, still be there for them. But let them come into their own time for advancing, because that's the only way it's really going to work for them. Because if you push them too hard, or you bring someone further than where they are mentally, chances are they're probably going to go backwards instead of continuing their journey forward, because they're not ready to be at that spot. We just wanted to get them there because we thought it would be great for them, when in actuality, maybe emotionally or mentally or whatever, it's not the right timing for them. So even though that's really hard to do, and it's been hard for me, guys. Like I got to a place after I hit Emerald, I've never made more money than that in my life. And based on my circumstances as growing up, that was like becoming a millionaire to somebody, because we just didn't have much. And the chances of me, not going to college and coming out and making, $100,000 is just not heard of. And so I had a little bit of those pains where I wasn't moving past Emerald because I was afraid. I was afraid of the responsibility. I was afraid, maybe I didn't deserve it, or what was I going to do with it? What were people going to think if I made more than that? Whatever it was, I just had this block. Like, I just couldn't get past myself. I couldn't get out of my own way for a while. And so no one could fix that for me. It was just a place where I had to get past that for myself. And so I just wanted to give you guys some insight on that, because I feel like sometimes we have a lot of people who will rank to gold and they don't get past that, or they'll rank, they're on their way, they go to silver, they take off really fast, and then all of a sudden they slow down. So I just wanted to give you leaders some insight as to, how that works and how I work too. I mean, if you're on my team and maybe you're stuck and I haven't reached out to you, it's because of that. Like, I will wait until you turn your corner and say, hey, I want to do this, and you get into activity. We're always here for you guys, no matter what, in what place that you're at. But for me, I've found that it's much easier to take the people who are working and work with them, and it's much more productive along the way, because then when someone is ready and they turn the corner and they call you and say, okay, I'm really ready to get serious, then you're not pushing, you're just helping. We're helping everybody advance through the ranks at their time, instead of feeling like you're dragging someone or trying to make them be in a place that they're not. So anyway, I hope this makes sense. I know I was just taking a shower, and so I was thinking about it. I talked to Tanya about it the other day. We were having a long discussion. So I just wanted to give you that insight, and that's where I'm coming from. And hopefully it helps you guys a little bit. We always want to be serving our downlines. So part of that is recognizing, where they're at and meeting people where they are, instead of trying to bring them to where we are. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.